JayCoffeeTalk here live. We're going to get right into this story here. Some the passing of Michael K. Williams at a wire. Just going to wait a moment, see who we get in here. Please smash the like for me, guys. Obviously we don't like to hear that this dude passed away, but we just want to get this out there in the algorithm so more people can tap into the conversation that we got going. Dude was a part of a lot of great roles and TV shows, movies, all that. What's good, Diddy? But aside from that, he was doing a lot of good in the community. There's a lot. I was aware, that he was trying to do a lot of work in the community. He had a lot of programs. He was trying to stop that school to prison pipeline and things of that nature. And he reportedly was still living in like where he grew up, not too far away. But I didn't know that this dude had all these problems. What's up, Jace? You know what I mean? I didn't know. I hate that. Y'all see how this shit is glitching, man? They don't want coffee to succeed, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to bring y'all. I don't know what the fuck is going on with this app. It'll probably cut out. I mean, who knows? But RIP, most people know him from The Wire. Outstanding show. He played that part. He played that part really well, man. And remember, Omar always had the rules to the game. No working on Sundays, no swearing. You know what I mean? Like Omar tried to have morals. If y'all remember, the way they had to try to get Omar was taken. Is it glitching? What kind of glitches we got going? Is the glitches apparent to y'all, or are you just talking about where the screen's glitching? But if y'all remember, the whole way they had to try to get Omar was because they got him on Sunday trying to take his grandma to church. That was a very important thing to him. And you remember they said that the bullet hit her church crown, not a church hat. Remember that? Slim Charles was like, or was it? I forget. Slim Charles or Avon, or they said, man, you hit a old woman's church crown. What do y'all know about that, man? You ignorant motherfuckers. He said you can't hit, But they said, hey, word was we had to get him. But anyways, let's get off into this. When I'm trying to type might be on my end. I don't know, man. This shit is all fucked up. I don't know why they doing me like this. You know what I'm saying? I can't get through in the algorithm. My shits be fucking up. But anyways, this man was trying to do a lot of good. There's a link I'll share. I'm going to leave this up, and I'll put a link in the chat where y'all can go check this interview where he was running these programs where basically if kids in New York tried to get arrested, tried to get arrested. If kids got arrested, he was trying to get them the proper resources and trying to do intervention between the NYPD and the community, and also try to hold the NYPD accountable for a lot of shit. You know what I mean? Stopping frisks and different shit like that. You know what I mean? Hey, AZ Production, what's good? Mar, Jay the Greatness Fields, everyone, thank you for tuning in. So let's get off into what we got here.
Well, more now on the breaking news we've been following tonight. The death of actor Michael K. Williams. He was found dead inside his apartment in Brooklyn. And eyewitness news reporter Lucy Yang is live outside his apartment in Williamsburg now with more. Lucy.
Well, David, family, friend.
Donna, the actor that you see on the screen there, Michael K. Williams, he had that scar down his face like that. He was on the show HBO's The Wire. He passed away at the age of 54. He was just found dead by his nephew. We'll get more into it, y'all. R.I.P. to him. But Donna, I'm sure you know who he is. I'm sure if you haven't, you seen The Wire. Remember you were talking about The Wire and The Corner? The Corner was kind of the precursor to The Wire.
Co-stars and fans are reeling from the death of Michael Kenneth Williams today. We're in Williamsburg in front of the luxury condo where officials confirm the 54-year-old actor was found inside his penthouse apartment by a nephew around 2 o'clock this afternoon. Officials report there was drug paraphernalia around his body. The ME is on site right now and will determine if this was a drug overdose. His body has not yet been removed from his apartment. The Brooklyn-born actor grew up in NYCHA housing in East Flatbush. He went on to win critical acclaim for his many roles, including for his portrayal of Omar Little in the HBO hit series The Wire, a gritty show set in the drug-dealing underworld of New York City. It may have been a little too close to reality if drugs did play a role in the actor's death. HBO just a few minutes ago released a statement mourning the loss of their HBO family member of more than 20 years. Michael K. Williams was 54 years old.
Corner was fire. That was a mini series with Charles Dutton. Good evening, all. What's up, Lance G? Jimbo Slice. He definitely was a legend. I remember I seen him on a judge show back in the day. You know, like those judge shows you'd see on TV. And there was a young man who was getting into some trouble, and Michael K. Williams was on there, and he was pointing at the scar on his face, and he was saying, "This was my wake up. This was my wake up call, man. Like, don't don't be out here flucking around too long. You don't get too many chances where you can, make a mistake and have a wake up call and make a change. Like this dude was really doing a lot. Dude was really doing a lot. I didn't know of the drug issues. I had no idea of his drug addiction. I guess he struggled with drugs a lot after the fame. And I also didn't know this. Did y'all know this? That before the fame of getting on these shows and movies that he was in, he was a backup dancer for Madonna and George Michael. And I believe he even worked with another legend, Tupac. R.I.P. to the GOAT, Tupac as well. What was it? Something Street Blues? I'm not sure, bro. I'm not sure. But Charles Dutton made a change to his own life. Dutton did 8 years. Yeah, see, a lot of these crime dramas, you know what I'm saying? When you watch these movies or shows or miniseries, of course they're entertaining. Just like how I always talk about all the time, people are intrigued by true crime or crime dramas or the prison genre. You know what I mean? But, and there's nothing wrong with being entertained by gritty tales, but you got to always take something from it. You know what I mean? Like that's the problem is a lot of people get caught up in the hype of stuff and they want to try to emulate it rather than take it for what it is and learn from it. You know what I mean? And he was obviously trying to make people learn from things as well. I know you guys just saw on the screen just a moment ago the clip from When They See Us, man. Do you guys remember his part in When They See Us? He was Antron's father and he had did time before, and the police manipulated him to get his son to confess. Like they told him, "Listen, we see you got a good job. How come your job don't know you're ex-con? You got a felony on your rap sheet. Hill Street Blues. That's it. That's it. That's it, bro. Yo, remember? Didn't Cool G Rap have a song too called, or was that Hill Street Blues? But yeah, Hill Street Blues, man. That's a class. That's a super throwback right there. But what was I just saying? Oh, and When They See Us, and they manipulated the father, like they told him, "Listen, man, just get him to confess. We'll get him probation or something. We'll send him home." And blah blah blah. And they played him, man. They played him, and it tore the family apart. And that man hated himself forever. Do you remember that scene though where he was talking to his son? T Trend, they believe it was a drug overdose. I'll speak on that in 1 second. I just don't want to forget about what I'm saying about When They See Us. The father hated himself. You know what I'm saying? They manipulated him. But do you remember the scene when he was talking to his son and he was like, "Son, they'll come in here and just do whatever they want." You know what I mean? Like he was terrified of the police, and that type of shit happens in the street. Yeah, Boardwalk Empire is fire as well. Donna, do you watch Boardwalk Empire? Um, that's what happened in the streets a lot of times in the past. Um, police would do shit like that, manipulate families, would tear families apart. Man, the shit is twisted. Shit is twisted. But yeah. So he was found. Trent, I believe that was Trent who was just asked. He was found by his nephew in his apartment in Brooklyn, and reportedly they're saying there was drug paraphernalia around him. Now, like I said, I didn't know he had drug addiction issues. But and I'm wondering because they're not saying what the drugs were. I'm wondering if he was like it was opiates. When they're saying paraphernalia was found right around him, we know that's been all the too familiar story in the past 5 years or so. People who are abusing opiates get a bad batch, you know what I'm saying, with that fentanyl in it. And, they never wake up. That's why I'm always trying to press that issue to people that, here in 2021, this isn't the old school days where drugs were just what drugs were. And if people experimented with things, you know what I mean, they were going through something in life and they just experimented with something at a party, or they were just stressed and wanted to try something, you know what I mean, you could live on and get your life intact later on or whatever. Like, nah, nowadays you try something that may be your ass right then and there. And if you're alone, I mean, if someone's with you and they got time to try to get you help, maybe you could live. But if you're alone, it's a wrap. You know what I mean? It's very, very sad, man. Shout out AZ Ruction in the chat, yo. Good friend of the channel, man. Been a long time since I've had him on here. He hasn't been putting out much content as well. He's been very busy. Me and Alias was just chopping it up regarding you last night, fam. It's good to see you in here, man. But yeah, this is very sad, you know. What's everyone? Hubby watches Boardwalk Empire and Ray Donovan and Dexter, but these are the great shows I've been missing because I want the remote at all times. What's good as he's sitting right here full of ribs and brisket right now. Damn. Yo, we didn't do shit for the holiday over this way, y'all. We didn't do shit, man. Oh, no doubt, bro. You know I fuck with you heavy, AZ. I've been from the second I seen guys, AZ Ruction. We're talking about the prison genre and we're talking about substance abuse. This is a guy that speaks about that kind of stuff right there on his channel. And you know, like he says in every video, he's not no um specialist or anything, but he's just a guy that's been there. Oh, and he's gonna try to get someone some help. You guys, out of the kindness of his heart, but just out of being trying to do a righteous thing. You know what I'm saying? He knows all so well. Was this guy in Boogie Nights? No, Don Cheadle. I think you're thinking of Don Cheadle was in Boogie Nights. Remember, he played the guy he was trying to leave the porn game and get into selling stereos or whatever. He was trying to do the country gimmick. You know what I'm saying? Bucks, what was it? Bucks Speaker Emporium or some shit like that. Yeah, been there, done that. Got the T-shirt. You see what Roy Wood Jr., ex-Jedi, said here. He said, all I want for black entertainers is for them to be able to grow old. Yeah, remember he was the cowboy. Then later he had on the Rick James get up with the wig and everything. Remember the end of the story for him? I could see where you say he reminds you of Don Cheadle a little bit. I could see that. I could see that, Donna. Another amazing actor, Don Cheadle. But remember the ending for him? He went into the donut shop and that crazy chain of events went down and he said, let me just get the money and get the fuck up out of here. Yeah, facts, Jimbo. But yeah, getting back to Michael K. Williams, man, just very sad, very tragic. His nephew found him. Hey, what up, Eva? I'm doing well. Good to hear from you. Good to hear from you. And then you guys see here, we got, in just one moment when the screen changes, you're going to see, I believe, the actor right here, y'all. Jace, we were just talking about him the other day. Is Isaiah Whitlock Jr., is that the guy that played Clay Davis? I'm not sure. Or is that the guy that played Bunk? Hold on, when this thing gets there, right there, Isaiah Whitlock Jr., shocked and saddened by the death. Oh my God, with these fucking notifications popping up. Wax Dog, what's good, my G? Isaiah Whitlock Jr. Once again, if anyone knows, is that the guy that plays Clay Davis or is that Bunk Moreland? I think that's Clay Davis. You know, he's famous for that shit. He did that in the 25th Hour, The Wire. That's what's wild, man. He that catchphrase lived in many different TV universes, movie universes, and everything like that. But he says, shocked and saddened by the death of Michael K. Williams, one of the nicest brothers on the planet with the biggest heart, an amazing actor and soul. May you rest in peace. God bless. Okay, that is Clay. Jay says, okay, thank you, Jace. Drug addiction or drug use doesn't discriminate. Anyone can fall into it, and before you know it, it grabs you and won't let you go. Big facts. Put very well there, Lance. Like, dead ass. You put that very, very well. Yes, Boogie Nights all-star cast, including William Macy, Frank Gallagher. Yeah, remember his wife kept fucking around on him to the point he took his own life. Jimbo Slice, facts at Lance G. Yeah, absolutely, Lance. You put that very well, man. And then you see Questlove, man. Questlove says, please, God, no, I can't take this pain. Death cannot be this normal. And it's just really sad, man. Like this dude, like I said, everyone knows his amazing work he's done on the big screen, the little screen, the silver screen, the gold screen, the platinum screen, wherever you sell them. Used to sell heroin to a hand surgeon. Yeah, facts. That's what I'm saying. You know, maybe people who haven't been around the block may get things from the media and pop culture that tells them this kind of stuff, drug addiction and everything only happens in the inner city. But, anyone who's really lived life and been around, we know that's so false. You know what I'm saying? We know it don't discriminate at all. It affects people of all walks in life. It's just another reason, you know what I'm saying? Food for thought. You know what I mean, y'all? We always got to remember the media and pop culture tells us a lot of lies or creates a lot of false narratives. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people just take those to heart and implement them on their thoughts on everyday life. You know what I mean? Yeah, she would get a quad a week. What the damn? She was getting hella high. Um, but yeah, this guy, like I said, I'm going to leave this video up, and there will be a link pinned, and it's going to be to an interview an interview that Michael K. Williams did where he was speaking about what he was trying to change. What's up with AD fighting Vel on Adam 22 review video? I'm not even up on that yet, bro. I was unaware of that. Um, AZ, you still cool? AZ still cool to hit you up sometime soon. Been crazy around here lately. Haven't forgotten that you reached out, homie. But yes, there's an interview where he was speaking on. He had a different like non for profit organizations that were trying to help in the community. Like I said, I can't think of the name of the one that he had going, but it was to try to help stop the school to prison pipeline. You know what I mean? Trying to help the youth when they were, young and first get in trouble to get them the right resources so they don't just end up, we know this revolving door, you know what I'm saying? And to be honest with y'all, why aren't public schools just doing shit like that? Like, okay, we get it. There was the DARE program and shit like that, but that ain't enough, obviously. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, legislations and stuff doesn't put things like that in place because we know whoever's spending those lobbyist dollars get things pushed in their favor. Like big tobacco spends that lobbyist money, so cigarettes is always going to get shown love by America. You know what I mean? That's the problem with capitalism. Greed goes over morals. The dollar reigns supreme over everything. And that's the way things get pushed. You know what I mean? So it's on a lot of people independently on their own time to try to push things in the right direction. And that's what Michael K. Williams was trying to do in his own time. You know what I mean? AD Rush Vela, no jumper. Check it out. I most definitely will, Bryson. Sup, Coffee. Just wanted to drop a quick comment and hit the like for you. Yo, much love, my G. I really appreciate that. There was a joke and now a trending t-shirt to buy. Yeah, ain't that something? Now it's a fucking shirt. Like, dead ass. I know what you're talking about. I seen it. We laugh. It's funny, but it's sad. You know what I mean? But that's just the revolving ways of life in America. You know what I mean? Like, so often. I was just talking to someone, a homie that I've recently become acquainted with, doing work with him and stuff like that. Drugs are bad, MK. AZ, I got a homegirl, 7 years clean, just went through a domestic, needs a support system. Let me know. I'll shoot you my number. You can get a hold of me on private. And I hope, Jace, I hope she's able to get her affairs in order. You know what I mean? It's it's a vicious cycle out here. You know what I mean? Wherever you live, whatever color you are, wherever you're from. You know what I mean? Um, like I just was saying, man, in America, the dollar capitalism reigns supreme over everything, and lobbyists, get things pushed by politicians their way, and that's just the sad truth of what it is. You feel me? But damn, I forget what I was even saying before that. But yo, what's everyone's favorite parts aside, I believe everyone's gonna say Omar on the Wire. You know what I mean? LOL, I went through DARE program like fourth grade, so that would be about 89, 90. Um, what's everyone's other? I believe everyone's gonna say the Wire, Omar. But what else is everyone's favorite parts that he played in besides Wire? Yo, do y'all remember he did the sequel, Belly 2, um, with the game? Like that should have never been called Belly 2. It was an okay straight to DVD low budget film, but it was like I don't know why they had to take the Belly name on that. But aside from The Wire, what yo did anyone ever see a show he did called Hap and Leonard, where it's like him and this dude they live down south, and they got it on Netflix. There's 3 seasons of it on Netflix. It is a pretty good show, man. But yeah, this is just very sad. Oh yeah, but I'm gonna pin that link to that interview when I leave this up. Go check that out. Like I said, he was trying to help stop kids from growing up and going to prison. He was trying to like create interventions between the police and the community, like the NYPD in the community, and also hold police accountable for a lot of the bullshit they were doing, but at the same time trying to ease the relationship and stop a lot of the bullshit going on. I'm still 24. Belly 2 sucked. I couldn't watch Belly 2. Yeah, like they shouldn't have just called it that. That like it should have had a different name. I remember DMX was speaking on that in a recent interview before his passing, where he was saying someone bought the rights to it. But once again, here we roll around to this part. Isaiah Whitlock Jr., who portrayed Senator Clay Davis on The Wire, shocked and saddened by the death of Michael K. Williams, one of the nicest brothers on the planet with the biggest heart, an amazing actor and soul. May you R.I.P. God bless. How high too either. That was, yeah, you know what I'm saying? That Red and Meth been battling it out with the studios and shit, trying to get to the rights to the How High thing, but they couldn't get it done. So I was hearing they were just gonna make a sequel in their own right, where they may have to change the characters' names and call it something else, but more or less we would know it what it is. You know what I'm saying? Um, but what was I just gonna say too, guys? But yeah, I was unaware that he had the drug issues. Like reportedly, did they say no? They just said paraphernalia. They just saying his nephew found him. You know what I'm saying, in his Brooklyn apartment. Paraphernalia was around him. That Fat Joe movie was better. What one's that? You talking about the joint? You talking about Thicker Than Water with Mac 10? Or are you talking about Empire with John Leguizamo or some shit like that? But yeah, I was unaware. So I guess apparently, like I said, he did the background dancing for Madonna, for Madonna, for George Michael, um, worked with Tupac, and then you know what I'm saying? Did started blowing up on The Wire and a lot of other stuff he was doing. But then I guess his drug addiction got the best of him. Like he really, really made some good money, and then he ended up not homeless, but kind of just bouncing around from place to place with his luggage type shit, like living out of a bag in New Jersey, more or less, But, I guess he got his shit together. Thicker Than Water. Okay, yeah, that one is fire. Um, what's his name? 40 Glock is in Thicker Than Water in like a brief cameo with Ice Cube. I couldn't believe that when I seen that. Wearing some old cheap ass plastic sunglasses like back in 98 or 99. But yeah, man. Lance G, considering tomorrow is your B-Day, what age were you when you first attended DARE? But yeah, man, just really sad news. But yeah, apparently then he got his shit back together. But, we know how drug addiction goes, man. People battle with it all their life, and when it comes to this, too, another thing we want to point out, right, is a lot of times, even before this fent hit the streets like it has the way it has, even before that, a lot of times when people would relapse would be the time that it, took them out and killed them. But I don't know, man. This is just really sad. I wish Lonnie was in here to work the phones, y'all. We could maybe take a caller and hear what everyone's got to say. You know what I'm saying? As y'all know, that's what this J Coffee Talk platform is all about. I know I've been telling you guys that we're going to get that up and running better, where we got the number on the screen and you can call in. But I've just literally been so busy, so overwhelmed. And as I always share with y'all, this platform is kind of just more like a hobby. You know what I'm saying? Like, I make some bread off here, but it ain't nothing crazy, you know what I mean? But we're still gonna get everything up and running where we're gonna have the number where y'all can call in and tap in on trending topics and whatnot. I get very upset. Donna says, or Jimbo Slice says, anyone struggling, just keep your head up. It'll get better somehow, some way. Donna says, I get very upset when people say, why would this celeb or that celeb need to do drugs or die? It's a disease. Man, use StreamYard. People smoking them blue is crazy. Yeah. I do. With the StreamYard thing, it's like I do, but I'm still even learning how to use that. Um, you know what I'm saying? I don't even really have my StreamYard game down pat like that on. AZ, you been to 16th Street Mall? Where I can, cause there's a lot of, I like to share a lot of visuals when I do my content, you know what I'm saying? But yes, one day at a time. But let's roll it back just so everyone can hear the report real quick who didn't hear it. Hold on.
Well, more now on the breaking news we've been following tonight. The death of actor Michael K. Williams, who was found dead inside his apartment in Brooklyn. And eyewitness news reporter Lucy Yang is live outside his apartment in Williamsburg now with more. Lucy.
Well, David, family, friends, co-stars, and fans are reeling from the death of Michael Kenneth Williams today. We're in Williamsburg in front of the luxury condo where officials confirm the 54-year-old actor was found inside his penthouse apartment by a nephew around 2 o'clock this afternoon. Officials report there was drug paraphernalia around his body. The ME is on site right now and will determine if this was a drug overdose. His body has not yet been removed from his apartment. The Brooklyn-born actor grew up in NYCHA housing in East Flatbush. He went on to win critical acclaim for his many roles, including for his portrayal of Omar Little in the HBO hit series The Wire, a gritty show set in the drug-dealing underworld of New York City.
Yo, she fucked up there. She said The Wire was set in the gritty drug dealing underworld of New York City. Nah. It's Baltimore, yo. Diddy just got my community tab. Shout out Diddy. That's what's up. Yeah, Diddy, I seen what you were saying about the phone calls. Some phone calls, when they do come through, I think it has to do a lot with the other person. You know what I'm saying? Like how clear their shit is. But yeah, no, I know StreamYard ultimately is better. But like I said, I've just been real pressed for time lately. I ain't spending the premium StreamYard money yet neither. You know what I mean? Um, it just ain't worth it to me at this point. I know you got to spend money to make money, but believe me, I'm doing that in a lot of things out in life. You know what I mean? Like, got a lot of different shit going on. Little ventures that the family that we're plugging money into to get through. But I feel you, man. We're gonna get it all set up real nice soon to do all these lives, man. But yes, congrats to Mr. Diddy, man. So Diddy, you hit a K then? You hit 1K, bro? I believe that's when you normally get the community, right? I hope you hit a K, bro. Everyone, check out Mr. Diddy in the chat. Um, you know, after you get up out of here, make sure you go check him out. He's doing a lot of auditing the police videos. You know what I mean? Trying to make sure they're doing their job right. I'm reading the chat, but I'm on the other line. Sorry for your loss from India. Um, ha ha ha. It was Baltimore. Get it together, reporter. Yeah, she flucked up, right?
May have been a little too close to reality if drugs did play a role in the actor's death. HBO just a few minutes ago released a statement mourning the loss of their HBO family member of more than 20 years. Michael K. Williams was 54 years old.
Yeah, man. So there you have it for anyone who did not hear that. Yo, Twisto, I feel like I seen Twisto Sparks in the chat a little bit ago. I don't know if you're still in here. Salute, man. Thank you for coming in. You know what I'm saying? Showing some love. Rocking with Jay Coffee Talk as always, man. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna leave this up. Um, I guess that'll do it on this. Thank you everyone for tuning in. R.I.P. to Michael K. Williams. As always, we'll bring updates on everything going on. Anyone who, oh, there he is, Twisto. What's good, my G? Jimbo, yo, Jimbo, make that content, bro. You know what I'm saying? Just start pumping it out. You know what I mean? You can always delete videos if you don't like the way they come out. You can always start another channel if you want a whole different vibe. Like I would just, my advice to anyone, not that my advice really matters when I try to say this. I don't want anyone thinking like I got some kind of ego. Like I think like, yo, I'm just a dude who makes videos, wants to talk about trending news, hip hop, you know what I'm saying? Sports. Like that's what I've always wanted to do it. So I just said, I'm gonna do it. But you know what I'm saying? I always tell people, yo, make those videos, plug away, make the content. You know what I mean? Like I said, you can always take shit down if you don't like the way it comes out. That's just always been my opinion. Like don't wait and wait. You know what I mean? Start making them, get more used to it and everything. There's no perfect way to do YouTube. There's a lot of people that wait and try to get everything perfect. At the end of the day, that's just my advice. Like I'm saying, I don't think I'm anyone really who could just give advice like that. But for anyone who wants to hear it, um, making the content, people want to interact with the content. They're going to gravitate to what they like and to what the algorithm gods fucking will let them gravitate to with their punk asses, shadow banning motherfuckers. But yeah, man, Jimbo, if you do make something, make sure to share the link with me. I'll definitely check it out, my G. Um, but yeah, guys, I guess we'll conclude this. Once again, anyone who catches this on the playback, make sure to subscribe to the channel. Make sure to hit the notification bell. Join the discussion. Share your favorite roles that Michael K. Williams played in. Like I said, I know everyone's going to say Omar on The Wire. You know what I mean? Remember, Omar's coming. Omar. They start throwing the the work out the window. They didn't want to see Omar. And like I was saying, it was wild too. Omar was like a stick-up kid, but he had those rules. He never worked on Sunday. He didn't like to swear. He always tried to take his grandma to church. It was an interesting character. Um, you know, The Wire is a legendary show. That will always live on. Man, goes down in history as one of the best shows ever. Omar was definitely a big part of that. And as I was just saying, he was doing a lot of good in the community, really trying to change things. And once again, for anyone who's catching this on the playback, there will be a link to what I was talking about an interview Michael K. Williams did about some of the community work he was doing. So anyone who's in here now, if you want to come back later to get that link, please do so. But thank you again, everyone. Let's shout out some people on the channel, man. Donna, always, who's been around forever. Much love to Donna. Who we got? AZ Ruction, Jimbo Slice, Twisto Sparks, Jace Bishop, Mr. Diddy, everyone, yo. Much love, guys. Like, salute, whistling, the cheese stands alone. Yeah. Remember that? Cheese and Stinkum, and I forgot about that, bro. Cheese, yo, Method Man's character, Cheese on The Wire, man, he was a grind ball, wasn't he? He sold out his Uncle Prop Joe, man. That's fucked up. See, it's glitching again with this shit, man. Hey, bald guy with a dog, you the man, bro. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for tuning in. Much love. Make sure to smash that like. But yeah, everyone, I guess that will conclude this live. Stay tuned for more content. Tap in, guys. Let me know what topics you want to speak on or whatever. I'm gonna, put up a link, a post in the community tab. Oh, Diddy, you didn't answer real quick before we go. Did you hit that 1K, my guy? Let me know. Did you hit that 1K? That show on Vice he did was awesome. It really was. We didn't even speak about that on that. Facts, man. Yes, R.I.P. Omar Little. Craziest gay jack boy I ever seen on the screen. I mean, we got to mention that before we go, I guess. A lot of people, I remember when Michael K. Williams was beefing with 50 Cent. 50 Cent was like, yo, why does this guy always play a gay character? Because he played a gay character, I want to say, about 4 times. He played a gay character on that show, Happen Leonard, that I was just talking about. On a couple other shows as well. I can't remember, movies. Like, it was odd. I don't know why they were always casting him as gay. I don't know. But in The Wire, the fact that, like, who just said that? Was that Minor Mouse K? Who said that? No, yeah, Minor Mouse K, craziest jack boy. When it came to The Wire, the fact that he was gay, kind of added to the wildness of that character. You know what I mean? It was like, in the streets, how, you know, gay people are looked at as being like soft or whatever, but on The Wire, it was just wild. Like, oh shit, this gay dude's got the whole street shook in Baltimore. It was odd. It was odd, right? But that's all I got, y'all. Yo, anyone who got in here late, once again, please smash the like from the beginning. You know what I mean? And join the discussion. R.I.P. Michael K. Williams. I'll catch you guys on the next one. This has been Coffee. Much love to everyone. Stay safe, stay blessed, and we gone, y'all. Peace.